going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope we're all doing well. Now today I've got a brilliant video for you guys, and base raiders are gonna hate me for this. Now even if some of you guys out there know about this little trick, it's gonna slow down base raiding significantly and helping with your loot as well. So right now I'm about to watch my base be raided by a couple of guys. They're gonna be driving over and I'm basically gonna be cameraman watching them raid the base. So right now we have our cars in pursuit here. They're coming over, and what they're going to do is they're going to do the basics of what most people will do. So hear me out here, ladies and gents. This is going to help save your loot. So as you can see, they're looking around. Now they've got to get through the locks. So they're going to sit there and just pick the locks, and then once they're actually in the base, they're going to open the doors. They're in. Now what they're going to do is they're going to need to get through the locks on these cabins as well. But for this tutorial, so to speak, I haven't actually placed any locks here, but they would have to get through them as well. Now as you can see, we have the boxes. This is what initially used to be what people used all the time. Now as you can see here, these boxes are locked. As you can see, there's locks at the top, which means they cannot get into them, but they can still drag them away into the vehicles and actually go and lockpick them somewhere else. So even if they're locked, they can still drag them out into the cars and go lockpick them in a safe environment where they're probably not going to get shot. So what you guys are seeing here is basically what most people would do during a raid with the boxes. They're just going to take them out. Now, just to note, with the boxes that are locked, you cannot destroy them. You have to pick them first. What do most people do when they try and get back at a raid? They're going to actually end up, you know, destroying your boxes. So make sure you got locks in if you do tend to use them. I tend to use boxes now strictly to bury because no one's going to know where that is. So you can see that they're going to be dragging these boxes out to their car. Still no issue here. And while I'm off playing another game or offline doing what I'm doing, these guys are just going to come in and they're just going to drag all of my loot out, as you can see. So make sure that if you do use the boxes to have locks on them, but it still doesn't make that much of a difference because most people who raid will have a car, and this is basically what they're going to do. They're just going to drag the stuff out straight over to the car. Now what I want to show you guys is something a little bit different that was implemented a short while ago, which is the storage boxes and the shelving and the wardrobe as well. So if we can get the guys to come over here to this apartment now. So this is the difference now between the boxes and using these. So once they're in, they're going to run inside, and now all they're going to see is this. Now you can't drag these out like you can boxes. You can't just drag the loot out. Now at the same time, these have locks on as well, and if they don't have a lock on, you can technically destroy them. So you want to make sure to have a lock on these, because if they have a lock, you can't destroy them and you have to work your way in before you can start taking out the loot. Even then, you can't take everything because that's impossible. If it was chests, they could do that. So you can basically see that they're struggling now. They're slowing them down. They can destroy the ones without the locks, which is what they're doing now, because that's how people get back at other people when they're doing base raids and stuff. Maybe not everyone will do that, but you can see exactly what their plan is now. They're trying to destroy everything that doesn't have locks on it. So if you take my advice and put the locks onto the actual items on these shelves, they have to lockpick that first before they can get to the gear. Then they can destroy it. So the best chances you guys are going to have is either bury loot in your base or use the shelves and the storage boxes, which you can find in the crafting menu here. And you've got the improvised wardrobe, which is what we're using here, and we're also using the storage shelf as well in here. So you can see already that they can only carry a certain amount. They can't take everything, but the majority of the time they're probably going to destroy it if they can undo the locks anyway. So personally, I thought this would be a pretty good video for you guys to know, because the boxes are a little bit of an issue right now, because you can simply just drag them out, take them into a car, go somewhere, and lockpick them in the safety without knowing that anyone's while knowing that no one's going to be around, especially the person who owns the base it is anyway. So they can continue taking stuff like this, but with the wardrobes and the shelves, it's going to massively slow them down. So make sure to put a lock on these if you do have them, guys. So initially, they're going to have to get through 3 locks at the front door, 3 locks on this door, and then they're going to have to lockpick the doors, the storage stuff here as well. Guys, I really do hope that that has helped you in some way, shape, or form. Don't forget to give us a follow for the latest tips and guides, tutorials, and all that good stuff on the channel as well. And I'd really appreciate a thumbs up if you guys could do that for me as well. So thank you very much for everyone's support, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe.